Imagine not being able to make it through a simple trip to the grocery store without stopping to rest.
Oh my God, what is happening to me?
I was just getting so tired, like out of my mind tired.
Imagine avoiding the beach or even a brief walk in the park because your body cannot tolerate the sun.
Your body doesn't work right.
You do not have the energy to take a shower.
Imagine having to cut short a promising career because unrelenting pain and fatigue make it impossible to work.
The burning is like a cutting knife.
Day after day after day after day, that's your existence.
Imagine living with the knowledge that you might die from kidney or other organ failure.
I don't want my mind to shut down, and it will.
This is what it means to live with lupus. Many lupus patients at some point in their lives will have what they call a butterfly rash up their cheeks. And that is often one of the first ways that doctors pinpoint the diagnosis of lupus. But the butterfly is also a symbol of hope, and that's really what it represents to lupus patients today.
I have lupus. I have had lupus for 24 years now. I don't think lupus was ever really heard of. I had no idea of the impact it would have on me in years to come.
I was diagnosed with lupus, actually it's mixed connective tissue disease, a little over 2 years ago. I was so lucky because some people go years and years and years without being diagnosed. So many of the symptoms are overlap. You don't know.
Any chest pain when you take in a deep breath?
Lupus is so hard anyway to find a cure for or to get new drugs for because every patient is different.
It has its own agenda.
Any sores in your mouth or ulcers in your mouth?
Lupus is an autoimmune disease, and that means that the body is really attacking itself. Your immune system has gone haywire and can't distinguish an invader from its own body system.
But lupus, one of the things about lupus is it can do whatever it wants. It can attack whatever it wants.
Well, with lupus, it's very important to make sure the lupus is not affecting the internal organs, especially the kidneys. About 50% of lupus patients will get kidney involvement. Usually patients have no idea they have it. They have no symptoms whatsoever. So it's much better to catch it at an early stage when the patient has no symptoms at all and treat it then rather than waiting until someone actually goes into kidney failure, where you can be looking at really strong medicines and even dialysis.
A flare, what it kind of means is when the disease becomes really active.
Usually, when I got a fever, I had a flare-up of lupus somewhere, an infection.
A flare is when the symptoms of the disease become really intense. It very often means they are in bed for some period of time because they really just do not have the energy. They're so fatigued.
I had joint pains to go along with that. I couldn't get dressed one morning.
The Living with Lupus workshops, I think, are very beneficial for lupus patients and then also for the loved ones and significant others of lupus patients to know what their loved one is going through and how to help them out. In my experience, patients with lupus who learn as much as they can about the disease seem to do the best in the long run as far as living long, normal lives.
When I come to sessions like this, I learn more about new symptoms that I've developed over time.
I didn't realize sunscreen, even in the winter, even at home.
For example, the eyes are an organ, so you're at increased risk of getting cataracts and glaucoma.
Today's session was excellent because it suits newly diagnosed people. And the Dr. Thomas was very informative, the handouts. I recommend this segment to anyone.
Everyone can go. It's free. Not only the new patient symposium here that I went to, one of the amazing things about it was that you could talk to other people who had lupus.
I really look forward to connecting with the individuals in the room as well as the informational people like the women that I was just talking with. I need to talk with other people who are living with lupus, so this is a great opportunity to connect.
It's fearful to think that you don't know if you're going to be able to function. I've been affected neurologically. It takes a team of doctors to treat lupus patients. The depression is very difficult to deal with. I just I want to be able to do what I need to do to help people. Well, maybe I can volunteer. And I called and I asked, do you all take volunteers? And she says, yes, we do. I am Edie Altman, and I am the health fair coordinator for the Lupus Foundation of Greater Washington chapter. There was a way to turn my illness into, like a platform, so to speak, to make the world aware of this disease. It's a very smart disease. It's clever, it hides. This is called Raynaud's phenomenon, okay? You see the fingers? I don't know if you can tell, but they're white, these are blue, and these are red. And that's because the blood doesn't circulate.
And I saw a 5K. It said, oh, Lupus Foundation of Greater Washington. I went, hey, that's tomorrow. I can do that.
In April 2007, we had our first walk. I was new to the Lupus Foundation at the time, but we had heard about walks in other cities and realized that this might be the answer. We did another one in April of 2008. We had 1,000 people, and we more than doubled the amount of money that we raised. We raised over $150,000. We're doing education and outreach and awareness the entire time we're raising money.
5 million Americans that have lupus, especially it affects men and women.
Seeing the people come out and walk down Pennsylvania Avenue and carry butterflies, and people stopping to say, what's the butterfly, what does it mean, what is lupus? It's truly the epitome for us of grassroots fundraising at its best.
My name is Linda Matthews-Gordon, and I am a lupus patient.
We're out here today in support of our friend. Her mom has lupus.
Thank you, and let's enjoy the walk.
Volunteers are our lifeblood.
I want to show other people, help other people, because I'm lucky in getting diagnosed as quickly as I did.
You know, a lot of times you get diagnosed, you go home, you take your medicine, and that's pretty much it. But no one tells you what's going to help you along with those medications, because medications alone won't do it.
The patient navigator is designed to help you navigate through a very dense and complex healthcare system. But that patient navigator will also be here to talk to people who are impacted by lupus on an ongoing basis.
So when they are diagnosed, they will be able to come and they can learn what it is that they need to do in order to maintain a good, healthy, quality life.
I'm just passionate about, well, helping with my health, helping other people so they don't have to go through everything I did.
My vision of the future, living with lupus, I want to continue to be able to function, and I want to be able to help others get to where I am. If I couldn't do what I am doing today, I would die. I would just roll over and die.
I look in the face of courage every day when I look at our volunteers and the people who live with lupus. My mother was the most courageous person I ever knew, because she lived with this disease every day, and I see that courage repeated again and again.
I have lupus, but that's the key. I have lupus. It does not have me.